what, an absolute beautiful lineup of calves here today. There we go, talking about a bit of rain on the weekend, not guaranteed, but I'll tell you what, it could happen. Anyway, there we go, it'll be much welcomed anyway. There we go, a very nice pen to start on. There we go, there's 8 and a 1. There we go. Leave the single out if you like. There we go, start away on those. There, what do you got for those there? You got 1200 for them. 1200.
Second of the Tasmanian weaner sales on Thursday. Alan Perry joins me. Elders yarded today. Alan just on 2,400 head of cattle. Wonderful lineup of black cattle, majority, and the market was one of two extremes.
Yeah, that's right, Murray. Like you said, a very, very good lineup of black cattle here today. Our steers sold exceptionally well until the lighter weights. We had a bit of a kick in the butt in the lighter weights, and our heifer sale let us down today.
Yeah, the heavy steers over the sort of that 330 or 40 kilos sold in and around that 330, 340, 350 cents a kilo, which was pretty good. And you had some of your local backgrounders in there doing their usual job, which was quite refreshing.
Yeah, that was quite handy, that sort of money. Just the way the season is here. We probably didn't quite expect that sort of money on the heavier end of the steers. And then when you get into the real genuine smaller black calves, well, away they went then.
Yeah, during those middle runs there, you had the live export back from Landmark completing that order for Russia. They bid on a lot of cattle before they actually bought any, and then when they did, the floodgates open. They'll take 500 head of cattle away from here today.
Oh, yep. Yeah, they struggled early. They had a lot of bids, and sort of $1,100 pulled them up. But once they did get in, away they went. And they bought multiple pens.
Yeah, and it was sort of at the end of that where the wheels fell off the car. The little cattle that were you'd normally be looking at $800 to $850 were back at $700 and $750.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. And like we spoke earlier, maybe $100, maybe a little bit more in cases.
Yeah.
Back on those smaller calves.
Yeah. Then when we got onto the heifers, a few pens of well-bred heifers returned to the paddock, made their money. But after that, it was this market, the lack of what you would call interstate competition, mainland competition, was very, very telling on this market here today.
Yeah, that's right. And a lot more heifers yarded than what we've probably had in the last couple of years. Not as many heifers retained, which is a bit scary. We had more heifers yarded today, and there's usually a couple of mainlanders here to step into those lighter heifers, take them home. Whether they put them on the punt or whether they drop them into clients. They wasn't here today, and it really hurt us.
Yeah, $400 to sort of $650 for a lot of heifers. Little heifers that normally you would think would be making $3 a kilo or making $2.20.
Yeah, $2.20, and just maybe up to $2.40 or $2.50, but geez, it's a lot different what we've been used to.
Yeah,
and it just shows what the season's like here.
Yeah,
as we spoke earlier, it doesn't matter where you drive around the state. It's pretty tough.
Yeah. Will there be an opportunity, Alan, in your next sale for a bit of a rethink about what's going to actually happen, what might come forward? Will some of your vendors be in the ability to hold cattle back?
Yeah, like they're talking a bit of rain this weekend. I mean, it's not going to help us greatly, but it's going to be a nice little top up. Some people still have to sell calves, Murray. They've just got to go. But people will be a bit careful about selling their heifers.
Yeah.
We've got our coloured cattle here in a fortnight. We'll have a lot of those reds out of the mountains and stuff like that. But if those heifers have got to go, mate, they'll be here. Yeah.
It's interesting that when you look at it, in cents per kilogram terms, it sounds not too bad. These calves are very, very young. But in essence, to run a cow for $400 to $600 for the year, not a great return on investment, is it?
No, that's right. Maybe the breeders have had a good run. Maybe it's time for those guys to take a bit of a hit, which feel sorry for them, especially with the way the season is. But maybe that's what's happening, and maybe some of the cattle are back to reality where they should be on our fat price.
Yeah. Okay. Tough day at the office, but it's over and they're gone.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Yeah.